Jsme na festivalu Brutal Assault, kde jsme se setkali s bubeníkem kapely Sepultura, Jeanem Dolabellou. A ten nám nyní zodpoví několik otázek. Hi, Jean.
Hi. How are you?
Great, and you?
I'm great. Feeling great.
So, what about the tour now in Europe?
Well, it's been almost 5 months now, right? I mean, we've been on tour, since April. And we did April and May, and then we came back to Brazil for like 2 weeks, and then came back again here. So it's been a long tour, and we're like very homesick, you know. Like I want to see my family, my kids, miss them a lot. But it's been great. It's been a great tour. It's the longest tour we've ever done, and it's been awesome. Very happy to be here, and but a little tired, you know, because we want to get home to see the kids and the family. That's it.
And how do you keep fit actually throughout all the tour when it's so long?
Yeah, it's you kind of get used to it, you know. It's always like after the first week, you kind of get used to it. It's like day after day, it's so many shows, so many things going on, you know, at the same time. So you get used to it. But I think the hardest thing is just being away from your family, you know, like missing the family, especially for me and Andreas and Derek, who have kids, small kids, you know. It's very hard to be far away from them for so long, you know. But it's a choice, you know. It's a choice that we made, and we love playing music, and this is what we do, so we got to do it.
And Sepultura perhaps changed your life a lot.
What do you mean?
That you're touring maybe now much more than before.
Yes, I mean, they toured a lot, you know. During this, it's been like 26 years. The band is old, and yes, we've been doing a lot of shows, in a row, you know. I think this was the longest tour they ever made. So yeah, we've been doing a lot.
I think especially for you it must be a big change, because they are very long on the scene, but...
Yeah, it's I mean, especially for me and Derek, because it's very physical, you know, like to play the drums every day, it's very physical, especially in this style of music, you know, thrash metal, and it's very physical, so you gotta be really prepared for it. So I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't even drink soda. To try to be very healthy so I can keep it up, you know. And the same for Derek, because it's his vocals, you know, it's very like...
And he's jumping all the time.
Yeah, and jumping, and you know, so it's very hard for both of us. I mean, for all of us, but it's especially for me and Derek, because it's very physical.
Have you played before some different style, or your choice was ever the thrash metal?
No. I've always played a lot of different styles. I started playing like rock mostly, but after I was like 13 to 14, I started really like getting into music and studying music, and I play the guitar, the bass as well, and I know a little bit of harmony. I study at the LA Music Academy in Los Angeles. So I graduated there in 2004, and so I'm very like, I listen to every kind of music, you know, and I've been playing a lot of different styles. I have this other project. It's like an instrumental project called Indireto, and it's like completely different. It's not metal at all. It's more like a fusion rock kind of thing, you know. But I've done some Brazilian music in the past. I've done some like pop music. I've done a lot of different styles, not only metal.
So does it mean that you're drawing still inspiration also from the other styles, even when you're playing with Sepultura?
Totally. I mean, I think like everything that you play, you know, I mean, that's the way I think music is music, so you're always absorbing, you know, like different things and different elements that you can use in both ways, you know. Like I can use a lot of different elements from pop or Brazilian music in the metal, and the opposite, you know, like you can always like trade stuff. So I think it's great. I just love music, you know, so it doesn't matter if I'm playing metal or pop music or funk music. I love what I do, you know.
So the Sepultura seems to be really the best choice, because actually they have ever combined the metal music with some tribal elements and the folk.
Now we have like more options. Yeah, definitely, yes. And we've been doing so much. I mean, me and Andreas, we've been playing with different people too. He has his solo album out, which I play the drums in it too, and we've been playing some places with different people, different musicians. So I think this brings so much to the music, you know, to Sepultura's music too. So we're getting better, I guess, with that, you know. Every time.
Maybe I don't like this kind of questions, but was it hard to step in the shoes of Igor?
Yes, of course, you know, especially in the beginning, right? I mean, was such a... I don't know, to me, I was a big fan of the band before. When I was, I don't even remember if I was 11 or 12 or something. I went to the first metal concert ever in my life, and it was Sepultura back in the Arise tour in '91. And they played in the city that I used to live in. And I managed to go backstage and talk to Andres, and he gave me a pick, you know. That was like 16, almost, I don't know, 20 years ago. And it's crazy to be here now, you know, like playing with them. It's been 4 years already. And it's been 4 years already, so it was hard in the beginning. But now it's okay, since we already did an album together, so it's so much better now. We feel more confident, you know, like playing as a team, you know. But definitely in the beginning I was a little afraid. I mean, you have to be, you know. Igor is such a great drummer. He was one of my inspirations, you know, while I was a kid. And so I tried to keep like the beats and everything that he did, but I never really wanted to really like copy him, you know, because I think it's stupid if I did that, you know. I always tried to like bring what he did plus something else that I can, you know, play like as Jean playing Sepultura, you know.
So I think it was supposed that you will play this combination a little bit of the style of Igor and to bring something new, or I would expect it from Andreas that he would like to hear also something new.
Yeah, I mean, Sepultura is a band that always had something new to bring for the fans, you know, and for them too. They never were a band that kept doing the same thing, you know, like record and record, you know. It's always something different, so it was part of it, you know. It was natural to just to bring something new, you know. Of course, I had to keep the same energy, the same structures, of course, of the songs, but I always like trying to bring, you know, something new from myself, you know, as a player.
I've watched some pictures of your drum kit, and I was surprised that it looks like a drum kit that is made from really different parts. So how was it created? Because you have different skins and so all these things. So perhaps there is some purpose.
Yes, the thing is, it took a while for me to get like the right drum kit to play with Sepultura, because usually we play like an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes set long, and we play like songs from every album pretty much. So in order to do that, I had to like adapt like the whole drums, like to do like everything that he used to do, you know, like in the past. Like the Rise will be like very different from what he did in the Beneath the Remains album, for example. And Roots, it's different, and Nation is different, and so on, you know. So I had to put it all together so I can like have everything I need to play all those songs, you know. So that's what I'm using now. I mean, I have the floor toms, the 3 floor toms, the 16, 18, and 18 here. So I can play the big lower notes, you know. And I have the small toms here, so I can do all the move during the set, and the small little one, the 8 here, so I can do like it sounds like more like a percussion thing, you know. So it's like an adaptation of everything. I had to, you know, figure out a way to put that together in order to play all those songs, you know.
And the Pearl has done this for you, or you have done Pearl endorsement. So
yes.
So who has made this special kit for you?
Yes, actually, my special kit. It's the one that I'm using, but I'm gonna get it home now in Brazil. So I'm so want to get home to get it for the first time. My reference kit with all those sizes, everything that I really need, you know. But the one I'm using here is the one that usually we use on tour. It's a master custom. It's an awesome kit as well, and but it's the same size that I need, you know. But it's not my drum. It's like Pro gives it to me while I'm on tour, and then I'll give it back to them, you know. So it's not my kit, but it's everything that I need.
Does it mean that for the other projects you're working with, you're using different kits, some other kits?
Yes, completely different. From Indireto, for example, that I told you about, it's more like usually I use like 1 tom and 1 floor tom, and sometimes 2 toms, 1 floor tom, 2 different snares. So it depends. It's always changing. Like for drum clinics as well, I used to like change things, and I like to keep changing it. I don't have like a specific drum kit that I always use, you know. Only with Sepultura. Sepultura is the only gig I have that I always use the same stuff. All the others is always like changing, and I love that because it's always it's always fresh, you know. Keeps it fresh. I like it.
And why was the drums? Why your choice? Because you told me you have played some more instruments, but you have decided for the
I don't
drums.
know why. I mean, since I was so young, I don't even remember when I started. So it was just natural. And my dad is a musician. My uncle plays the drums. So I used to go on vacation to my uncle's place to play on his drums, you know. And so I don't know. It just happened. It's weird, but I always played the guitar and the acoustic guitar as well. But the instrument that I'm definitely studying and practicing a lot is the drums. It's the instrument that I chose, but I don't know why. I can't explain it. Just natural.
But perhaps it's helpful that you are playing more instruments.
Yes, totally. It helps so much. I mean, I know a little of harmony, as I told you before. It helps a lot. It, you know, especially when I'm writing music, you know, with the band, with Sepultura, or with Indireto, or any other project. You know, it helps so much. To be, it helps you to be more inside the whole thing. You know, as a whole picture, instead of just being in a drum chair. You know, looking for. Just thinking about the percussion and the drums behind the music. I'm thinking about everything else, all the melodies, all the chords, and what's going on here, what's going on there. If I should play this here, or maybe not, because it's gonna be over the vocal line or something like that. So you think different when you play other instruments, you know.
Could you imagine getting older with the thrash style, or you can't imagine it? Because it's
getting older, playing
still thrash metal, because you need so much power, and it must be really exhausting.
I think it's possible, man. I think it is. Yes, I can. It's hard to. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it's totally doable. It's possible. There's so many people here, you know, people that have been playing thrash metal for so long, you know, Metallica, Slayer, and all those bands, they've been here for a long time. I'm not saying that they're old and, you know, but I think it's possible. I think it is. I don't know, we'll see.
You're actually the youngest guy in the band in Sepultura. Yes. So it's not a problem for you. The chemistry is working and it's
No, it's not a problem. We all get along so well, and everybody's so nice, you know, and easy to work with. And this make it so much easier, you know, because we're on tour for so long. Every time, you know, like for at least a month or 2 months or 3 months like now. And it would be so hard if it was different, you know. But everybody's so nice and easygoing.
Maybe they're wiser now.
Yes, yeah. They're wiser. But no, we don't have problems at all, man. I'm the young kid, but it's all good.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.